They are built to serve, and now some veterans are taking their call of duty off the battlefield, providing crisis support to victims of natural disasters.
This morning, we are featuring them as part of our exclusive Home of the Brave series, and Nick Smith, a veteran himself, is here with more.
Oh, Mitch Rudabay, they've gone from the front lines of the battlefield to the front lines of global relief efforts, responding to all kinds of natural disasters and helping millions along the way. From disaster mapping to emergency medicine to home repairs, Team Rubicon provides hope and support for victims of natural disasters around the world. The organization was formed after a 7.0 magnitude earthquake struck Haiti in 2010. A group of 8 volunteers, made up of veterans and first responders, flew to the region to provide aid. Just like Julius Caesar crossing the Rubicon, the team crossed the Artibonite River, the natural border between the Dominican Republic and Haiti, showing their commitment to helping those in need. Since its founding, Team Rubicon has been on the scene at more than 600 natural disasters, providing nearly $19 million of volunteer labor. The team also provided support during the COVID-19 pandemic, vaccinating 1.6 million people worldwide. Organizers told us that while they count on several hundred paid staff to manage operations, their work wouldn't be possible without the thousands of volunteers who answered the call to serve, you guys.
It's amazing work they're doing. They make a huge impact all over. You always see them there, every natural disaster.
When I tell you, so many veterans still look for things to do after they complete their service. This is just one of many organizations looking to do that.
Yeah. Well, let's talk to the leader of that organization now. He's Army veteran and Team Rubicon Project Commander Jarrett Brown. He's currently in Kentucky leading efforts to help flood victims. Thank you very much for your service, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so you and your team are there in eastern Kentucky. How are you helping folks?
So we have teams out in Letcher and Pike County here at this current operation. We're scheduled here to be through the first week of September conducting muck outs, where we go in and take all the damaged materials out of these homes and get it to a point where they can start rebuilding their lives. We also have teams out in Clay County and also out in Knott County and Perry County. And those operations will be wrapping up towards the end of the week.
Now, obviously, this is an area of need given all that flooding, but how do you decide where to help? Because there are natural disasters seemingly every day, and you could be everywhere, but you can't be everywhere. So how do you decide where to go?
So our main focus on those people that are the uninsured, those people that can't physically help themselves, that need that extra lift and extra hands. I mean, we try to be everywhere we possibly can. Obviously, we're a volunteer base, so as long as we can have the volunteers get their boots on the ground, we're going to be there.
And you've got the web address there on the bottom of the screen, teamrubiconusa.org. We are speaking with Jarrett Brown, the commander of that organization. Now, how do you find volunteers? Do they have to be veterans, or will you take anyone?
No, so we have 3 categories. Most of them are veterans, but the other categories are rampantly stacking up. We have first responders and then amazing civilians that we call, they step into the arena and they get dirty with us out in the field to help these communities.
Well, you're mucking out homes. I'm sure you're definitely getting dirty out there. Now, I know when it comes to National Guard specifically, like logistics is the name of the game. How are the veterans that have been in combat and other forms of service, how are they specifically suited to do this kind of work?
So the veterans do bring a lot to the table. You know, the first responders as civilians, they're right alongside of us as well. But the veterans have a certain skill set that the military trained us, and we thrive in chaos. So coming out to these disasters, it's not unknown to us, and we can put those skill sets to the test.
How does this feel for you and other veterans to sort of have a new mission when you get home from the old mission?
You know, since leaving the service, a lot of veterans, we do struggle. Team Rubicon does provide that camaraderie, that mission, and that purpose that drives us forward.
What do the people say that you help? How thankful are they?
And they're just astonished. They're almost lost for words. We shed a lot of tears with these homeowners. Coming into some of these communities here in Kentucky, they thought they were forgotten, and Team Rubicon comes in and they give them that hope and that light to be able to rebuild their lives.
And I know I just asked you about a new mission and things like that, but how much does finding something like this help with the transition to coming home from being at war or being in service somewhere? How much does it help to have something like this to focus your energy on and still do some real good in the world after you've been serving the country?
I mean, you know, worst case, a lot of veterans do struggle. You know, suicide is very common, the 22 a day, but it saves a lot of lives. It turns people's lives around, give them that purpose and that mission to where they can go out and thrive. It really helps veterans turn their lives around.
Again, that is Jarrett Brown. He is the commander of Team Rubicon. He and his team are out in eastern Kentucky helping out after the flooding. Again, thank you for what you're doing out there, Jarrett, and thank you for your service.
Thanks for having us.
Now, to find out more about Team Rubicon, you can visit teamrubiconusa.com.
And imagine what a relief it is to see them come to your aid when something like that happens.
I know. You just, I've been to one of those situations after Hurricane Katrina in Biloxi, Mississippi, and some of those houses, there's almost nothing to salvage. But if you can find something that means something to those folks, it was totally worth your time to help them clean up in a situation where they couldn't help themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank goodness for people like Jarrett that are out there doing work like that.
No doubt.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.